Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, Plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. Don't shoot the messenger! Yesterday we came 118th place, 1.32%, that's fine. Today's scores are in the 30s to 40,000s, but it is another run that only goes to Mom's foot. Just saying. We went on a spiel. I looked for a seed. We got Bomber Boy and Guppy's paw here, which is not that bad. We already went on a spiel about this in the last daily. I just wish that all dailies went, like, all the way. I'd be fine with that. And then make Delirium, like, wait, no, this is a different episode. I've recorded, I was gonna say so much Isaac lately, but I've recorded enough Isaac lately that I've gotten myself a little confused here. Disregard. I don't want to have, you know, commentary spoilers for I'm just joking. It's irrelevant. I just wish they all went all the way, because the seam is the hardest part. Every day is like a one more yard. You take them by the hand, and then you take them by the heart, because the seam finding is the hardest part. That's what I've always said. Blue cap, good item. Speed is terrible right now, but apart from that, we're kind of loving this. I mean, one bomb with Bomber Boy and Hot Bombs can do a ton of damage. And our damage itself is actually fine, which I neglected to mention, but should because I always complain when it's bad. Our speed is bad. That's the biggest downside right now, but our HP is fine. Greed's Gullet, huh? Seems like we should take it. I'm not going to hit the button. I don't know if it's worth a bomb to hit the button. I'm not always thrilled with what we get from those buttons. Then we get Callus. I'm going to stick with Safety Cap, but it's not... You know what, we should, as much as I hate to do this, because it's probably a waste of a bomb, for the exploration points and also for the chance that we get the world's greatest shop. We should go in. We didn't get either. Well, we got the exploration bonus, but we didn't get the world's greatest shop, but that's okay. It was a relatively low cost. This floor is a little bit of a gamble, because it's bad to use Guppy's Paw before... It's necessary, because you can get the advantage out of having the red hearts, and the red hearts do give you a pretty sizable advantage the longer you hold them. You know, you can use them for blood banks, you can use them just as regenerating HP. You get the idea. But I kind of want some spirit hearts. Luckily, we've just gotten some. I'm going to wait for that fire to dissipate. No, I'm not, because we don't have a key to get into the other item room there. Okay, with the pill, with the spirit heart, I'm going to take some pills. There you go. I'm going to place a bomb here. At least I waited to get a Spirit Heart before I took the pill. Otherwise, we could have actually screwed up this run pretty bad and cost ourselves a deal with the devil that we really have no cause to not get. Smart man. Smart man. That was... a situation where pride could have been before the fall. I wish they would make some sort of expression that is, you know, easily digestible for that. Friends to the end. Verp has given us another friends till the end. That's not too bad, at least. Don't care about that trinket, but that was a very humble use of Guppy's Paw that has led to me definitely getting a deal with the devil here, and we'll see what's in this deal with the devil. It's nice to have this sliding doors sort of effect, where we actually know what our run would look like if we didn't do what we did there. So let's see what we would have been missing out on. It's not at present that incredible, but you know if we pop Guppy's Paw one more time, we will be able to get to the Whore of Babylon state. I don't want to do it just yet because I really do value... no, we don't want that yet either. I really do value... Oh, come on. Chewbacca. I don't know why I slipped into this... weird pseudo Nick Nolte impression that makes my voice feel like it's just gonna shear off of my pharynx. Okay. We have no keys, so it's an easy decision. We didn't even use any keys on the last floor. You know, we used 2 bombs to get into the shop because the shop was adjacent to the secret room. Either way, this run is very, very, very good right now. Damage is above average, especially for us, like, not having modified it. And then, our fire rate, or our tier rate, rather, is fantastic as well. You guys were... I don't buy that hitbox. I know that's like the #1 thing if you want to seem smart about criticizing a game. You go, oh, the hitboxes don't seem right. But I saw your pupils dance in the pale firelight there. You're gonna tell me they're not taking fire damage? I don't know. I call shenanigans there. So we're further away from having 0 HP, 0 red hearts because of Greed's Gullet. Greed's Gullet is one of those items I have almost exclusively squandered my use of up to this point. So I still, there's a fundamental lack of knowledge I have with respect to one of the rules of engagement with Greed's Gullet. If you spend the money, do you lose the HP? And if you lose the HP, do you lose it forever? Because if you lose it forever, I don't really want to go to the shop and buy something until I see if maybe I can, you know, lose it on a deal with the devil here or something instead that's more productive, and then maybe you just can't take the HP away from me. No, okay. You need to stand right here. Bit of a whiff. Honestly, just keep yourself safe. It's not like we're tight on time. That is the perfect spot for you to be. Thank you very much. Still got 5 bombs. Nothing wrong with that. No deal with the devil. Little Steven is, you know, fairly inconsequential for us at this point in the run. Should go to the shop. I mean, I think I should buy things, but we might want to play a self-sacrifice room, so it's kind of a tough call, but, you know, Black Candle is, like, really good. Also, the moving box. It boxes up all the freaking items, then you drop them down later. I don't know what to do with that, but I'm going to buy Black Candle. It did cost us HP. So now the next test is to see what happens if we get over 25 cents again. I'm assuming we will not get our HP container back, which would be a modest bummer. But Black Candle is, like, worth getting. Curse of the Unknown, Curse of the Lost, Curse of the Blind on a daily can ruin your existence, so... Don't take that yet. We have keys now, so we might be able to get, like a pill identifier. We got the wafer, which is actually fantastic for playing a self-sacrifice room. So, you know, we're approaching the point of the game. You know what I want to get on this daily. At this point, it seems like the most likely outcome is not an AWAS rune. Or at least, perhaps the best outcome for us is not an AWAS rune. It's a teleport card out of boss rush into playing a self-sacrifice room where we have the wafer now. We can get down to that lamb floor relatively cheap and be in a decent spot, I think. So, we'll grab this now. It's a health upgrade. I still think that's good. Please be secret room. Oh, that's beautiful. Because now... I wonder if there's a place we could place this and get, like, the secret room and the shop man waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and greet us, but he'd think he'd blow our mind. Honestly, I will use one more bomb to make this safe. I've done enough, you know, firewalks here to find myself probably believing that the right call is not to try to go in between the spikes there. We could look for a second secret room. There's not many locations for it. In fact, I think I've kind of become disillusioned with looking for second secret rooms, but that's going to change right here. Let there be secret rooms, and let them begin with me. What do we got? The world. I think for 5 cents, that's fine. Like, it has to be here, more or less. What? Okay, it could have been on the big room. I neglected to give you that valuable piece of information until that moment. So, the general... Oh, we need bombs, and I just spent 1,000 of them. The general consensus on these mirrors is... first off, everybody makes fun of me when I say mirror. How do you pronounce it? It's one of the worst words in the English language in terms of its design, in my opinion. It's got a lot of syllables that sound like... muddled when you say them next to one another. Don't even try to be like, I say mirror. I know you don't say mirror. You're from freaking, you know, North Carolina. You're not from 18th century England, Hugh Jackman. Freaking Caden Leopold over here. Yes, a fine Victorian mirror. We're all saying mirror. Alright? Let's go down to the freaking Home Depot. Get us some mirrors. Learn a little about living and a lot about love, you know? That's what a mirror's for, probably. I don't know, I've never used one. We're so far ahead of schedule on the boss room. Anyway, did I mention what the general consensus is, or did I just move into a tangent after that point immediately? The general consensus right now is ignore them, and then if you have a bomb, blow them up. Especially if you blow them up on the chest, you get a free item. So it does function like a, that was close. It does function like a fortune teller, which is actually really cool. Although now it brings into question why the blood bank doesn't behave like that if a freaking mirror can give you items. But I guess a mirror can have drawers inside of it, you know? You can store an item in those drawers. It's like Kanye West said, forget all that flirting, now I'm trying to get in some drawers. He was probably just talking about blowing up the makeup table. Uh-oh. To get... we could get a secret room if we play our cards right, though. That was a terrible idea, you moron! Okay, get out of here. That is just the worst. Oh, you idiot. Okay, move on. I mind flooded myself with the Yeezy. That's okay. Happens all the time. That's why it's hard being so street, you know? Constantly I'm like, ooh, what would the amortization table look like for this? I don't know. I can't tell because I'm too mind flooded by the Yeezy. And when I wake up, I recognize you're looking at me for the pay cut. Okay, what do you got for me here? That is not a teleport card, but it's valuable nonetheless. I mean, you pick it up, and then you put it back down. It is bookworm enabling, at least. I think maybe we just want to go straight up for spirit hearts here. We definitely want to do the boss trap room as well. So I'm not worried about HP. I'm a little worried about our damage penalty because I've been kind of an idiot. All right, we can't. Screw it. Let's do it. I believe. Nice. Okay. Worth every penny. I dodged right into that enemy. It always happens 10 minutes into a run. I start to lose a little bit of focus and things start to go off the rails a little bit. I'm not popping the Hero Font card yet because if we get a blank card or a tarot cloth even, it will be worth having waited. Because raw HP is an important resource here when it comes to getting into the self-sacrifice room and being able to play it to its logical conclusion, so... Well, really, it's incredibly illogical conclusion, but you get the idea. Dude. I think it's pretty clear that our damage is starting to overstay its welcome here at 6 times 4.19. Could use... Well, I'm not going to complain about it, because honestly, we'll probably get a damage upgrade regardless from our deal with the devil. In one way or the other, usually this is what happens. So, still on pace, not too worried. We could reroll this, but I think I'd rather... I shouldn't have maybe taken that, but... I wanted to take it in case it was a teleport card, because we do want to do boss rush. And after doing boss rush, teleport out. That guys, to the tune of the Pink Panther theme song. That's a joke for 8-year-olds. Who somehow were born in, like, 1963, so they're familiar with, you know, the Pink Panther theme. I mean, it's probably not... It's not like it's an unheralded piece of media, I'm just saying. Okay. Bighorn. This is going to be a fairly long boss fight. This would have been a good one to save a bomb for, but... Oh my god, he... Put me in the freaking... full Nelson here. It's, again, just par for the course. Maybe there's some bias in this, but I was like, you know, if you have bad damage, sorry, you're going to fight Ragman, probably a champion version, and you're going to fight Bighorn. It's just the rules of engagement. Of course, if you have amazing damage, you're probably going to kill Bighorn in, like, you know, less than 30 seconds and not even really think about it that much. That's good. Oh, we got it. We got it. Absolutely. Grab it. Grab it. And I think you stick with Guppy's head and just acknowledge that red hearts are a little dangerous. Although with Goat Head, we shouldn't have to worry so much. Now we need to stack up HP. Because we are going to possibly want to play a self-sacrifice room soon. We are, of course, also almost Guppy. Pandora's Box. I think this floor is the Spirit Hearts, which is ideal. By the way, we improved our damage immensely. Not just because of the flies, but we got Synth Oil. Incubus is effectively going to double our damage if we hit with every shot, which is not realistic, but it provides an upper maximum for quality. And then, I don't know how we got a charge there. We also got Whore of Babylon activated. You could be forgiven for forgetting that that even existed, but here we are. I will check our our curse room now. Ended up paying dividends, but it's not always going to be the case. So we have to make a judgment call fairly soon. That's going to hurt. We have to make a judgment call fairly soon about what we're going to do when it comes to boss rush. And I think in the end, we did make the right decision yesterday. It was the lame decision, but it also did allow us to finish top 100, which, you know, I'm somewhat happy for at least. Means that we didn't miss an obvious seam. Today, we got to choose, if we have no teleport card and there's a self-sacrifice room, are we going to do boss rush and hope for a teleport card, or are we going to do the self-sacrifice room expecting that boss rush is never going to come to fruition? Okay, this is easy. You take Cracker Jacks, you get HP, you use the HP to get Contract from Below, and then you buy the shovel as well. Sorry, Guppy's head, but the shovel actually completely changes the game. So now, I start to realize that we have a chance to rank well today, and it's for a very obvious reason. Not everybody is going to have the resources, or time even, if you consider that a resource. Not everybody's going to have the ability to play all of the boss trap rooms that led us to get Goat Head. Maybe it's just the one. I don't know if somewhere deeper down the causality chain there's something else going on there, but you get the idea? Like, there goes Whore of Babylon. We could always trade this away for, like, something else immediately if we want to. We have Goat Head, so everything's open. But yeah, if you didn't get Goat Head, you're going to be in a bit of a weird spot here. The shovel is actually, like, the best of all ways out, because, especially for boss rush, it's not a one-shot deal. You know, we'll get, like, 6 boss rush shovel attempts. And the odds of all 6 of those paying out with the crawl space are effectively nil. Nil enough to not have to concern ourselves with it at all, basically. Yeah, that's what we need. Getting pretty close to spawn. You gotta go Chaos. Like, that's just how, she goes, boys. And you grab this, and it's 48-hour energy. You grab that, and you use this. And you don't use that. Verp. Last pill, 48-hour energy. We gotta go faster, by the way. Yeah, we have to go faster, but we also do have to, I mean, I'd like to get a crawl space. If only for my own personal pride. Alright, so we're down here, and we did everything on that floor. I think that's fine. We lost our HP because of Greed's Gullet. Again, completely okay. Oh, so yes, we will become Guppy. It will give us HP, which is bad, but we'll also become Guppy, which is extremely good. So now we definitely do not have to make a decision. All we have to do is get to boss rush. And if we get to boss rush, we will be able to use the shovel to teleport down 1 extra floor. So we're just going to peep this room for basically the fact that it exists, get that exploration bonus. I think, you know, if the top score is 37,000, or sorry, the top score is like 43,000 today, but if we're able to get to boss rush, I think we got every ability to be in the 30s at least. I'm a little bit lighter on points than I would normally be at this point, and I think it's basically bad damage, but we have a chance to recover for that through surprisingly good luck / you know, the decision-making that we had, I guess. Okay, so don't take too long here, but get these rerolls done. Evil Eye is fine. Bob's Rotten Head is not. This is our last play. Yeah, okay. Explosivo is decent enough. Gulp. It's a trinket smelter. We don't really need to get any smaller on this one. We're only going to use the shovel for, like, business purposes only. This is our company shovel, you know. We can't use it for personal stuff. We risk being audited. So there's our... Oh, dodged right into it. Very common trope for me with those guys. Grab these. That's probably our second secret room. We do, if possible, we'd like to explore absolutely everything. And we also do not need the budget time to go to the deal with the devil, because we're going to have the goat head so we can go to the deal with the devil regardless. Now, it's going to be a, like, do you even want those eternal hearts? My gut's telling me no right now, because there's no point. Well, the thing is, do we want to make it harder for us to have Whore of Babylon? It may not matter. Let's check the shop. 2 of diamonds. Grab it. I don't know. Grab another key. Get the heck out of here. We gotta go. I guess here's the thing. We'll take both. It does put us further away from Whore of Babylon, but if we got 1 item on a deal with the devil, it could be 2 hearts, or we could easily have 2 items. So, having a second red heart is not necessarily a bad call. We may want to play a self-sacrifice room eventually. And by the way, leaving those 2 keys behind, for once, did actually cost us big. It cost us the ability to easily get into that double key room. So that was a bit of a mistake. Hopefully not a major one. Easy fight. I was going to say, if it's Krampus, we don't really care, because he's going down. I hate new Krampus, dude. Lump of coal. Exactly what we wanted. Take the gulp pill with you. Take this. No. If you want me to reroll that, I understand your point. And the other items are not necessarily crushing it, but I can't, dude. I'm gonna take homing bombs. The real reason behind this is because a couple of runs ago I rerolled my whole run and it turned into complete garbage. So, you know, take it up with the troll engine if you got a problem with it. We had a run where I thought we might have a chance of being in the, you know, the front page, and then by re-rolling it, I made it nearly impossible for us to survive. Did end up surviving, and actually I was very proud of how that run ended, but... So we don't want to use the shovel too many times. It's just it's a little dicey. We did take Chaos, which might explain why, you know, this boss rush was a little wonky. But I don't know. I don't know if it looked that irregular as compared to a normal boss rush payout at this point. So remember, there's no chance... Oh, it's a crawl space. The crawl space, you gotta be careful though, it spits you out on the mom floor. Yeah, maybe we actually just... Or on the mom room. So many little things to remember with the shovel. We might just want to ignore it. In theory, there is a way we could get the crawl space to work for us, and if it's a black market and this worked, I would be mad that I didn't do it, but... if you have a charge, you could use your charge, your shovel charge that is, on the mom fight. Like the mom room, I should say, because we're not going to be able to get back into boss rush is what I'm getting at. We're already past 20 minutes, so... and the odds are very good you would not get another crawl space, but the odds are not 100%, so... I feel like it would be a little foolish, although admittedly quite brave, but... Straight up, I want to have a daily that goes past boss rush for the first time in like 4 days. And I think we're well equipped to get a good score today, so... I don't want to squander it. For no reason, at least. So, watching out for enemies that can pop up. I mean, Guppy is doing our job for us right now. Our damage and... Well, our tier stat is great, but... Our damage stat is still a little low for the point at which we're at in the game, but... Explosivo, Lump of Coal, and Guppy are finishing the job that we're getting started here, so... Although, of course, I would love to see Hive Mind or something along those lines. We really don't need much else to beat the lamb. Like, this is an acceptable run for beating the lamb. And in a timely fashion, too. Like, we would definitely be able to make it to a hush fight if one existed. We should be out of here within, like, the next 45 seconds or so. Like, this might even be our final wave. Please give me Hive Mind. Hive Mind. Hive Mind would be really good. I know I'm harping on it, but if you want to give me double damage flies in whatever form that takes, if it's Hive Mind, great. If not, hey, as long as it does what it says on the tin, that's cool. Okay. Almost got me there. We took one hit here. 2 hits? I can't remember. 0 hits? It's been a good boss rush. And matchbook's okay. I think you just go. Sorry, crawl space. I've been burned one too many times. The door doesn't stay open. Otherwise, we could have walked back into the mom fight and then looked to see if we got anything and then, you know, bounced. Did I pick up the bombs that I got from... I think I did. From matchbook? I think I did. Anyway. Now, these floors we do still need to get portals downwards. But if we can get a black market, that would also be swell. Crawl space or black market, I don't really care. So we're looking for 30,000. I always, like, underestimate the amount of points you get in the early game and overestimate the amount of points you get in the later game. So I'm looking at this right now, and I'm like, 80,000. Easy. I got it cold, but that's a troll bomb. I don't know if we do, to be honest with you. I think it is conceivable, although a little brazen, to suggest that we might not ever get hit again. Except for self-sacrifice rooms, which are really the big deal right now. Again, now it becomes the classic, like, game of chicken in a daily. Like, what do you do if you find a self-sacrifice room on this floor? Do you take it, or do you, ignore it? Personally, I'm kind of inclined to be a little risk-averse on today's daily, and take one as early as we can find it. Because of the fact that, I worry about gating ourselves out of a seam. But we don't have to worry about it too much just yet. Mapping would be really nice as well. We know these pills. None of these pills... Yeah, okay. We do know these pills. None of these pills have been incredible so far, but the Hierophant card came at an important time in my life. Keep in mind, for a self-sacrifice room, we really only need... We probably need 7 Spirit Hearts because of the wafer. So we're, like, well above that. We also have 9 lives, which means... if things, like, truly got horrible, we could still probably have a chance. We are gonna peep our room here. We're gonna miss out on the money in the process unless we can teleport, so 48-hour energy. Well. Oh, it's a crawl space or a black market? Crawl space. Crawl space with the Bible. Closer to Bookworm. At least. If they made it so I couldn't pick up the shovel there, I would have been a little ornery, to be honest with you. I might have said some colorful language. Keep gulp. I don't care about the money, whatever. Sure, it's some points down the drain, but either that or we lose damage. Even if we went really fast, we would have ended up losing damage on the way out, so. Again, clever play. Good play? Not necessarily, in my opinion. Alright, 16 bombs. We should look for secret rooms here. Probably like 2,000 points below where I'd like to be, but we are past Mom's heart, which is... or past Mom, I should say, which is very good for us. Sad bombs is a wonderful item. And we want to trade 2 HP away, basically regardless of the circumstances. With the wafer, we actually can... These are great items, by the way. Did we not get chaos? Because those are just normal deal with the devil items. Let's go. Let's go. He's done it. Okay, we definitely got chaos. Immaculate Conception. The more HP you get, the more you get, like, familiars that are angelic. I can't remember. We want Guppy's Tail. We want Ceremonial Robes. So we got a Whore of Babylon, plus all that extra damage there. Of course, the ideal for us is to not encounter a self-sacrifice room on this floor. And then, for sure, encounter one as late as possible. For example, on Sheol. If we can get a self-sacrifice room on Sheol, I will bust into song. I got Sheol, but I'm not a soldier. How do people feel about the Killers? Because I grew up, you know... Well, not grew up. I had my formative years as, like, as a hipster, basically. And I didn't hate the killers. That's not a... I mean, I hate serial killers because they're bad people. But I was like, I'm not the biggest fan. Mr. Brightside's a catchy song. And I don't even mean catchy as an insult, which is how most people mean it when they say catchy. But I really liked all these things that I've done. I was like, that's a classic there. I mean, it's no Wolf Parades, I'll believe in anything, but... We want to get rid of this HP as well, by the way, but we're in permanent Polaroid invincibility, so it's not an enormous ask. By the way, our bombs are beautiful right now. You gotta fight him, you get like a damage, not a damage, but a points multiplier for this floor or something? I can't remember. Let's get out of here. Alright. There's no exit in there, so we should really just take one of these existing exits, because we're not tight on time. We can't fight Hush anyway, remember? And I think we had one in here. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be at like 24,000 maybe? Yeah, nearly 25,000. We're just going to use the shovel over here in the corner. That's entry to Sheol. So we know that we're at least good to get to Sheol. That's Bookworm, which is also lovely. That's not Bookworm? Am I losing my mind? Did we already get Bookworm? Does Dead Sea Scrolls no longer count as Bookworm? By the way, health up, I do care, but I don't need it right now. And I might not ever, but... Either way. This floor is all about... risk. If we're able to get... Oh, excuse me? I mean, you're dusted, like, highly dusted. If we're able to get a self-sacrifice room on this floor, what do? I think you take it. 37,000 is close, though. You can get 37,000 on Sheol pretty easily. I mean, not pretty easily. You have to be a great player. But if you're a great player, that's not a mark that's outside of the realm of possibility. But I would expect there to be a self-sacrifice room somewhere between the Womb 1 and Sheol. That's 3 floors to get one self-sacrifice room. We didn't get one on the last floor. That doesn't mean we're due, but... You know, it'd be nice, I guess, is all I'm saying. Dad's Key. Unfortunately, Dad's Key is useless right now, because you can't actually fight Mega Satan if the run doesn't go to Mega Satan to begin with. So, unfortunately, that's... You know, it looks like a seam. It walks like a seam, but it's not a seam. So we're just going to keep exploring. Obviously, we have, like, basically no reason not to explore as much as possible. We're leaving points on the table if we were to bounce. I don't know. Now that it starts to come into clarity the more you play, you know? On a daily, I should say. You know, at first you're like 37,000. There's multiple avenues one could take to get there. But then you get further and further into the daily and you realize there actually aren't. Not anymore, at least. Honestly, wait, do we already have poison bombs? I thought we got fire bombs, not poison bombs. It's like shielded tiers are great, but why not get 5 extra bombs that are also crazy here? Like, that's gonna kill everything. Not that there's necessarily much left for us here to begin with. Okay, yeah, that's my bad. Just throw another one down there as well then. Got a bomb back. Again, what do you think about an Eternal Heart? I don't really want to lose Whore of Babylon by going down to the next floor. Those are one makes you small. Just gonna keep exploring. I feel confident that we're top 250. Like, that's my first, like, order of magnitude. Because I think a lot of people will have excluded... Like, some people just die on runs. And I don't mean that to be rude, but, like, it's happened to me. Sometimes you just, you know, you're playing badly and you take 2 hits when you're not supposed to. I mean, we started this run relatively fragile. Not Judas level, but still. You can just make a couple mistakes and get culled. So that happens pretty frequently. And then, you know, throw on top of that the people that didn't get Goat Head the people that, you know, maybe misused the shovel on boss rush, the people that didn't make boss rush to begin with. And I think you can see, like, we got a bead on an okay score today, but we need to just go one level greater to get to those 30,000s. But it appears, and now I would probably feel more comfortable saying that Sheol does not have a self-sacrifice room, because we have explored almost everything here. I think it still would have found it because of Bomber Boy. Oh, that's our secret room anyway. So we're just gonna go down to the next floor. Don't mind fighting greed. It's points no matter what. We're gonna go down to the next floor. We're gonna go down to Sheol. And you know what? We might as well just do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got HP, so we might as well have taken a half red R. That doesn't really matter, actually. Okay, on Sheol, we got 29,000. If we find a self-sacrifice room, we could be ranked number 1, which makes me believe that we are probably not likely to find a self-sacrifice room. So it's up to us to find a few thousand extra points here. And it's not as tough as you might... I got hit by maybe my own bombs there. It's not as tough as you might think, to be honest with you. Because we're going to get a few thousand just for... Like, we'll get like 1,000 for being on this floor and finishing all the rooms. And then we'll get a couple thousand for finishing as a bonus for, you know, points or like... consumables, etc., etc. I still, you know, one day should probably look up what the actual bonuses are at the end, but might as well exhaust all of our keys at this point. When you kill bosses on a boss trap room, it gives you a charge every time, every wave you beat. That's such a positive change. Is that due to an item I have? Is it due to today's daily? Or is that a new change in the most recent patch? Because that is actually like a very, very good change. Does make spacebar items even better, but only on like one room every 2 floors. So, dude, that's really cool. If that actually, if I'm not hallucinating, and that actually is a change that's been implemented, thank you, Nicholas. That's a very sensible change in my opinion. Obviously, we're going to crack into all these. Explosive diarrhea. Range up. We're at 30,000. Oh, he pulled away at the last second. We've done it. Keep using this. I mean, I don't think it can actually give you great benefits necessarily. You know, we might be able to snag a crawl space, although I'm somewhat doubtful. Might as well fight Mega Satan. Wow, even like a badly placed sad bombs is so good right now. Okay. So we're still looking for self-sacrifice rooms. It's very important that I actually look into the rooms, because as we've seen in the past, sometimes I have a tendency to gloss over the fact that there might be a self-sacrifice room. But again, I would be stunned if there were, because we have not played 10 out of 10. We're probably in the 7s with maybe a bit of a fudge factor upwards for our decision-making process that's led us to have some pretty good items here, but we can afford to take that and get 9 extra points. But and it really would open us up to getting like a ridiculous amount of points. Like we would be first with a bullet, you know. Sorry, what I meant to say, of course, is I'd be your number 1 with a bullet, a loaded god complex, cock it and pull it, but we're gonna get another HP upgrade, I think. It doesn't really matter. If it's not pushing a spirit heart out of the way, who cares? It is right now pushing a spirit heart out of the way, but... okay, good. Good, no self-sacrifice room. Still, we played this right, is the thing. Feels like a secret room to me, but... It's hard to argue that we didn't play this right, but we're not going to be on the front page. I don't think there's any reason to go to the self-sacrifice room. Honestly then, grab this red heart, pick up like 30 points. Grab this half red heart or full red heart and pick up another couple. And then grab this. It's another like 8 points. And then well, we don't have a self-sacrifice room, or sorry, a second secret room just yet. That found it, amazingly. And we're out. Okay. We did fine on today's daily. Would have loved to see a seam. We're 149th. I think that's fair. We played okay, but not at the top of our game. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.